Trying to let you know, signal boné, signal boné. Hey!
After this learning session, you will have your time. Diba? So, kung mom naman, mom's day out man ta. So, to get us all in high spirits, we are going to begin with a very, very exciting raffle draw. So, we are giving out awesome prizes. So, 3 sets of Theodore home care items are up for grabs. So, we are going to choose 3 winners. Okay, start pa lang gani ng hatag na tao prizes. Okay. Ako na yung kanta. Rose Ball Soup Soup. Si Mommy Rose Ball Soup Soup. So you are going to receive a special Theodore home care item. Our second winner.
Now, those goals and dreams can be achieved. And what we want you to remember is that you can achieve those goals through the help of Sun Life. At Sun Life, we have financial advisors who can actually help you create a roadmap. Depending on your budget, depending on your needs, our financial advisors can recommend the appropriate product solutions in the form of life insurance or investments such as mutual funds, so you can achieve those goals. Like for example, creating an educational fund for your children. And with that, as you work on those goals and dreams with our financial advisors in Sun Life, you'll be able now to take care of the relationships that matter most to you. So relationships such as your relationship with your husband, your children, and because those relationships, when we nurture them, we become better versions of ourselves. Because truly, when we take care of those relationships, we stand brighter together. And we hope through this event, we'll take the opportunity to learn from our speakers, Michelle and Donna. So Michelle will be talking about the importance of practicing self-care in our daily lives. Because we know as mothers, diba, masyadong maraming nangyayari araw-araw. And we hope you'll find inspiration from what she will share. At the same time, Donna naman would talk about how you can actually take concrete steps in securing the future of your children. And we hope after attending this event, you'll be able to visualize the future that you've envisioned for your family. And hopefully, we at Sun Life can be of service to all of you soon. Thank you once again and good afternoon, everyone.
Daughter starts asserting, and your son wants to do things his way because he's entering puberty. So that's another story of motherhood. So my talk for this afternoon, are you comfortable in your seats? Yes. Okay, I want you to tune in for the next 40 minutes because I will be discussing about something that is very, very, very important to us moms. And that is what about balanced motherhood and self-care. Are you excited? We've done this for 3 runs in Manila already, and whatever concerns that you have at the moment, if somebody's texting you asking, and your house is asking you about the ulam for tonight, don't fret yet, okay? Or if your baby is there with you, baby, behave, ha? So mommy can listen well. Okay, can I see the hands of those who have toddlers and infants, 4 and below? Okay, and then the preschoolers, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yan, okay. So, it's challenging, right? Yes, okay. Now, let's look, why are we here? Wait, huh? Oh, wait. What will be the lulutuin if you have a yaya or a maid? If you don't have a yaya, I'm sure, I experienced breastfeeding also, you're teaching your other kid or you're playing with them. Me, I contributed before to Smart Parenting and Moms Today magazine. So, while breastfeeding, that's my time to write. Thanks to the pillow that can sit on my lap. So, we are really master of multitasking, okay? So, the balanced motherhood, I'm going to talk to you about what is balanced motherhood, why do we need to balance and rebalance, and how do we keep rebalancing, okay? So, moms and families in life, we experience these 3 things. Those are changes, challenges, and children. Can you all say it with me? Changes, challenges, children. Sino dito, ito ayaw natin dumami pa siguro to, ano? Kasi these two alone, changes in the body, changes in our relationship, changes in the peso-dollar exchange, in the gas. We all go through life having something that changes every day. Agree? And so these challenges, we are confronted. And then there's this elusive, what we call a parang perfectly balanced motherhood. Let me just go through this. When we say balance, what is it for you? Mommy, what's the image of balance for you?
Balance, it means, for me, quality.
Quality.
Quality and equality.
Equality. Okay, so there's there. That's the balance for you. Balance of the time for the house and balance time for work. Wait a minute. Can I see those who are working part-time or full-time? Okay, the others, you're full-time homemakers, right? Yes, of course. Mas marami yung work yan. Mommy, what's balance for you?
Balance means you can do two things at the same time, wherein the other one is not affected.
You can do things at the same time, and the other one, it's not affected. Mommy, what is balance for you?
Just to add, doon sa sinabi niya, minsan nga 3 pa or 4 ang ginagawa, di ba? Minsan nagluluto ka while nag-spin yung washing machine, nagbabantay ka ng bata, nagluluto ka. Sabay-sabay.
Kaya nga, master of multitasking. Okay, so, is it okay if I go around? Okay, so the balance, I will lead you this afternoon to another term of balance. You know that balance is also synonymous with harmony. Okay? Do you realize that when you were little, who among you we should have played in the seesaw? Taas ang kamay ng hindi nakapaglaro sa seesaw. Dapat ang anak nyo paglaruin nyo pa rin. One of my advocacies is really managing gadgets. Okay? So here, balance and harmony. Remember when we were playing in the seesaw? Yung magkabila, syempre dapat parehong meron. Pero hindi nyo ba napansin na there's this position in the seesaw wherein pag tumayo dun sa gitna tayo, balance. Diba? O kaya naman, tumayo ka dito sa malapit sa gitna, tapos may tumayo rin somewhere in the middle or kung mas magaan siya, dun siya sa far end. Kahit nakatilt kayong ganyan, balance pa rin. It won't fall. There's such balance because that's what harmony is. Harmony is that balance, it's the feeling of being in touch. As in the person, balance is being in touch with yourself, the body, the mind, the spirit, of continually entering energy with the cooperation and conscious support of other parts. In short, being in the balance is that you are aware of what Tagalog na minsan sa sobrang busy natin, mom, we feel like headless chicken. You feel that way? Yung katawan lupa na iiwan pero yung utak natin somewhere else already. And then that is not balance. Because we're supposed to be cooperating with each other. Yung minsan naman, your heart wants to go somewhere else, but your body says, you have to do this. Have you been in that situation? Kahit masama sa loob. Kailangan gawin eh. Okay, so what's the balanced body all about? The balanced body all support themselves. No one receives major support from any other part permanently. What do I mean by this? No one receives support. If we get stuck in one position, okay, what's our usual position? Sitting down. If we are always supported by our hips because of too much sitting down, what happens? What happens? That's why we get lower back ache. Eventually, we get upper back ache because the brain climbs up. Okay? So what I mean by this is that no one is supported permanently because if that body part is not moving and it's become the flu already, or you have too much backache or shoulder aches or lower back ache or toothache. Can you say that word again? There's an imbalance. Your body is telling you, hey, you're not moving too much. You're getting stuck in one direction. Remember when you're breastfeeding or you're getting a baby, the whole day, na fussy baby, ano yung sumasakit? Braso. And then the body is not made to be that way. So imbalance, it's a natural consequence of living. It's a message that some change is taking place. A natural phase of it happens in the process of rebalancing. And we need to listen to the message of imbalance and to be aware of what it's about. Okay, if we're getting headache all the time, what's the message is it telling us? Either stress, kulang sa tulog, or you're in your phones too much because of the glare of the blue light. Right? If your head, have you been too cluttered in the head? What I mean is that there's too much thoughts in your head. Why? Maybe you watch too much soap opera, you listen to too much chismis with your friends, or you read a lot of the news, or whatever is in your Facebook that is so negative. That's why you get cranky with your kids also. That is imbalance. Because you're no longer aware of who you are. Kumbaga, somebody's taking charge of your life for you. Somebody's taking charge of your body. But do we want that? We moms, if we're not mindful of that, it might be the things that you need to fulfill in line with motherhood should be. And imbalance brings the internal knot. What's that internal knot? Halimbawa, this necklace. Pag nagmamadali tayo, minsan, ano nangyari? Di ba when you put it in this, kung hindi ito nakahang, minsan ako sa drawer, buhol-buhol. Bakit? Hindi kasi inayos. Pag nagbuhol-buhol, at hindi natin pinansin initially, what happens later on? What's the effect? It will be harder to untangle. Okay. Sickness. I have a friend. Hindi daw niya pinansin yung masakit niya sa breast. What did it end up? Cancer. Lower back pain. Normal lang yan. Ano lang yan? Asalong pass. But it might be an internal knot already. It's telling us something. Even headache. There might be something wrong with your eye. You might have migraine already. Or kulang tayo sa tulog. So yung eye bags, hindi ang solution doon. Hindi ko. Concealer lang at saka maraming tulog. Yan. Okay. So, imbalance brings the internal knot. And the internal knot may be about the body, but it even tells us about a family issue. It can even tell you about your emotional issue. Maybe even your insecurity, you're comparing your status to other people. Sometimes that's the root and it manifests in the body. That's why you always have chest pains. That's why you always have throat pain. Because maybe you're trapping a lot of emotion here that you're not expressing. And that's the internal knot still. That's how powerful the body is. But in motherhood, family, and life, they happen. And they happen all at the same time, right? Sometimes I want to tell my kids, hey, wait, there's just too much happening. Can you not get sick because I'm so busy this week with work? Can we do that? No. Yes? Kung pwede lang, di ba? Last week, my daughter is having an acting out behavior. And she had some concerns in school. And I left last Sunday for a 5-day meeting, out of the country meeting for 5 days. Who will monitor her for 5 days? Sabi ko, ano ka ngayon ka pa tingin pa ako nagka-problema sa'yo? But it's still just asking for us to rebalance because that is needed at that moment. That's why rebalancing is needed. Kasi alam niyo kung hindi, aagos ang buhay. You would see your kids may be too small. Now I realize it seems too long, but every time that Facebook memory shows, I realize, oh my God, how come time is so fast? Tinuli na yung anak ng lalaki. Parang kahapon ko lang siya. That's how fast things are. But this is the key. Mommies, tune in to me. The hardest thing that can happen to us is those kids that we pour out all our love and energy eventually, they will leave us because they need to have a life of their own. So, if you're giving your all, and you're not balancing life because we're giving all to these kids that we love so much, there's no question about it, then what about you later on? Who will take care of you if you don't balance? So, are you willing to rebalance yourself? I'm going home na to Manila. Who's willing to rebalance herself? Yes. Okay. So, yung mga hindi, susoli nyo daw po yung kinain. Okay. Balance and rebalance. We're going to talk about perception, the emotion, and the action on how we're going to. It all starts with the head. Diba? Everything starts with the thought. Perception of balance. We have to be aware of
my work, my school and extracurricular activities pa. For me, I am the PTA president of my children's school. So dagdag pa yun sa akin. May anak na nga ako, marami pa akong ibang anak na tinitignan nun sa school. And then the household chores, believe it or not, before I went here, I had a lot of household chores. And then our health. And then last, nilagay ko talaga sa baba, I put it there for emphasis, is the finances. Aren't you stressed out? Kung baga, ang dami mo nang ginagawa, and then there's this problem pa about your finances. Right? Diba, don't you just wish na parang everything will just fall into place and ang dami mong pera? Diba? Lumawaglagaan nila, stress ka na nga, haggard ka na nga, wala ka pang money. Diba? So now, this is what I want to show you. Okay? Sino dito ang madalas ganyan? Stressing over bills. Lumili ayaw mawin eh. Ayaw mawin. Sino? Diba? Ano ba to? Araw-araw ba to? O, kaya kasi maraming sila to. Ha? Stress over bills. Diba? Stress ka na. Luluto tomorrow morning and then you're stressed pa kasi darating na yung bills. End of the month. Diba? Kuryente, phone, telepono, tuition fee, name it. Diba? The mommy's habit pa. Okay? Do you wish na sana hindi na lang din natin winu-worry ang bills?
Yes.
Yeah? I'll tell you, I'll show you. Stresses us out. Okay, bakit ba kasi tayo na-stress? Okay, first I want you to look at behavior 1. Okay? Ito yung behavior nating mga mommy. First is darating ang income, then expenses. Pagdating ng sweldo, gagastusin na muna sa mga kailangan, bili ng grocery, bili ng ganito, buy tuition, pay ng bills. And then, what's left, that's what we save. Sino dito ganyan? Okay, meron, di ba? Marami actually. These are the people who are accidental savers. Nagsisave lang sila kung may matira. So, kung walang matira, walang savings. Okay? Next, ito feeling ko mas ayaw ko eh. Mas mahirap to. Ang behavior number 2. Sino dito may credit card? Wala nga amin. Okay. Yung iba kasi, expense muna bago pa dumating si income. Ibig sabihin, you will buy some credit card. Di ba pumunta ka dito sa Ayala, what will you see? 0% interest. Di ba? Tapos sabihin pa, pay after 2 months. Di ba? So what do you do? I want a new ref. I want a new TV. So you will buy it first and you charge it to your credit card. Pagdating mo yung income, what happens? Wala na. Ubus na yung money mo, baka may utang ka pa. Diba? Bakit sasabihin mo, but I have the TV. Okay, paano na yung kilay? Paano na yung pang-parlor? Wala na. Okay? Now, sabi nga ni Bo Sanchez, this is from Bo Sanchez. He says, the best behavior that we should have is, pagdating ni income, bawasan muna natin ng savings. Okay? And then from there, what is left is what we spend.
미치겠다 정말 왜 그런지 모르겠다 정말